fuck it is. Love it. Got it, yeah. Yeah, you know how we coming all summer, nigga. All winter. What the fuck? We don't give a fuck what time it is, nigga. We want what's ours. Yeah.
Bitch, I been charged up. Shit, I had to boss up. Bitch, I had to get it. A nigga been broke long, whipping coke to the coke songs. Cut it and flip it. My niggas been clipping shit. Got barbers on deck on your head, and I bet you they bet this shit. Barber chairs, yeah, my niggas spinning. Switch the Glock for the Glock with the switches. I like my guns like I like all my bitches. All black and it come with extensions. Getting money and it come with the bitches. 99 problems, none of them bitches. I'm in that Medellin, 50,000 in pockets.
Back to fam, sitting here with my brothers and sisters. I want to introduce our special guests. Today, we got Lady L and Miss Tiger.
How y'all doing, ladies?
How you doing?
Alright, I smell good. What y'all got on, ladies?
Good girl. Good girl.
Yeah, yes, I did.
Oh,
I did. Yes. The
Good
red
girl, huh?
The red
I have the black shoe on.
Oh, okay. I have the red.
What's that? What's the good girl? What's the good girl?
It's it's perfect. It's nice.
Favera.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the good girl.
Yeah.
That's what the bad girls wear, the good girl.
What I got on Mad Boy Cologne. No, we back again. There was a lot of controversy with the second half of the first episode. So we here today. The topic we was discussing. All of us was discussing that why don't modern day women submit? I say it again. Why don't modern day women submit? Why don't modern day women submit? 3 sides to a story. Of course, I'm here with my brothers and sisters, but I need to touch an issue that we had the last time when we talked about boxing. To give these sisters their flowers, I want to give flowers to Alycia Baumgardner, the undisputed champion of the world, and I want to give her flowers and shout out and respect to Claressa Shields, the GOAT. Both of them black athlete boxer sisters, one from Michigan, one from Detroit, and I want to tell Shantron Cruz, our homie from Baltimore, former heavyweight champion of the world, hold your head. She lost a decision last month, but she'll get it back. And she 2 times champion. She fought a girl that was
She beat the girl that Claressa Shields.
positive for steroids, so they gave her belt back. So we did talk about boxing, so I just wanted to touch that to give them sisters their flowers while they still boxing. And for Alycia Baumgardner, keep your head up from the allegations that they try and tag you down.
Right.
They don't want you to succeed. We ain't gonna mention it because it's irrelevant.
Right.
And this to that mother and that 15-year-old mother and son from Connecticut that said our last episode we didn't get back on topic about the prison, and is it likely that a man can go to prison and not be gay and find out he gay when he get there? Because you said your son is on the wrong path, and he she was saying her son is on the wrong path. So when we did the episode the last time, we didn't finish touching on it, so because we got to talking about King Von and Little J, but the episode wasn't about King Von and Little J. It was about 2 gang members that was known in Chicago that was at a Cook County jail, and it set up something like Baltimore City jail. So we never touched on why they was there, and we just said don't believe allegations, because certain things in those jails that you have to say and do to even survive. So we didn't give those guys charges of how the world was trying to perceive them as gay men. But if you ain't at them facilities, you don't know what you might have to say and do to survive. So that was our defense to them. That's why we never touched back on it, but we will get back to that, and I apologize for you. And this question is for you, Rick. You have somebody in the comment section, a young lady from Michelle from Salt Lake City said she too have watched The Wire, and when her incident in watching The Wire, she didn't know there was people like your kind, meaning you cute, and she don't know if you're Puerto Rican or Dominican. But as she watched The Wire, she never seen your kind in The Wire until she seen our show, and she didn't know that Baltimore made guys like you, and if so, she's moving to Baltimore tomorrow.
Okay,
Then that was Michelle from Salt Lake City.
Okay, shout out to Michelle. Thank you, I appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, born in Dominican Republic, but raised in East Baltimore. Yeah, since I was I've been here since I was like 10.
Yeah, they don't know we got a little section in Baltimore for like Spanish people.
Absolutely.
You know, like Conklin. Y'all been on that side, East Baltimore?
Yeah.
It's a whole
the whole strip,
whole
the
world
whole
is just
Avenue down there.
yeah, just Spanish.
Well, Michelle, Baltimore
I
ain't
did
a
a little
segregated
bit.
place, so when you do come here, you're going to see all sorts of people. It's just that Hollywood perceive us different.
Right.
So it's a melting pot here.
It is
not,
a bit
not like in New York.
Absolutely.
But on the topic, back to the lecture at hand, why don't modern day women submit? And we here with two professionals, and I call them professionals because they actually lived it, and they actually still currently living it, and there's nothing better than experience. So we have Lady L here. We're going to let her finish because she was schooling us on some things that I didn't know about because I'm not married. And we have Miss Tiger, and she was schooling us on a person don't have to be scorned. Even if a person's scorned or went through a bitter relationship, they still can submit, and there's still hope for us guys out here. But they here to test the cliche with us to see if certain guys that they haven't been around in a while, is it worth submitting to? So that's why we here.
Okay.
So,
So let's get into it.
Well, I was touching on the whole cheating aspect of it and saying that cheating really doesn't have to always be in the physical. Cheating can be in the mental, in my opinion, and either one of them is bad. I ain't saying one is worse than the other. I think all of it is bad, but it's a misconception when you be like, you know, you cheated, because you could be on the phone and have a friend. But she and I was discussing, like, if you can't talk to that friend in front of your lady friend, then obviously it's more than what you are saying that it is. So that's a form of cheating as well. It's not, you may have not gotten to the physical with this young lady yet, but it's a build up.
Right. You mean talking to other, like another girl, like a girlfriend on the side?
Yeah, but you're calling her your friend. You're calling
Like you
these
said,
girls
she's
your friend.
Yeah.
You're calling
But
these.
you don't feel comfortable, like if she was to call your phone, you don't feel comfortable with talking to her in front of your girlfriend. That's a problem.
but what?
That's cheating.
But what?
She said that shit.
What about the debating of the cheating part? Yeah, the submitting part. So is submitting a form of respect, or how can you quote respect? Because just because a person don't submit to you, that don't mean they don't respect you.
Does it?
No, they equate to one another.
So it's the hand in
Because
hand.
how can you submit to something that you don't respect? That's the issue.
Okay.
That's the issue.
Right.
Women are not submitting because they don't respect a lot of these men. A lot of the things that the men are doing are not respectable. It's like, give me something to submit to,
Okay.
Right.
and that's not happening a lot.
So I was, and forgive me, I'll probably be using my phone a lot because I just jot down some notes, but the definition is to submit, is to accept or yield to the superior force or to authority or the will of another person.
So, and y'all, in the aspect of y'all,
Yes.
males are tend to be threatened by a woman that make more money than them, or a woman that carries firearm. In your position, you have an aggressive position in life. So how do a man find it hard to submit to you?
Well, men shouldn't be submitting
Submitting
to
to
her.
I mean,
I disagree.
All right, go ahead, talk to me.
I disagree.
Submission is
Because
a form of respect.
you are supposed to submit to one another.
Okay.
To one another. Not just her being submissive to you.
Okay.
You also, in turn, have to be submissive to her.
So in what ways though?
Every couple is different. I can't really call what ways, because what me and my husband do might be something different than what you and your female, your wife or whatever do. But that's our thing. But it's a level of submissiveness that has to come from both sides in order for it to work.
So elaborate on that.
You see?
Like what? Elaborate on that. How would it?
give us an example,
Right.
Lady L,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give you an example.
Okay. In the bed.
Okay.
In the bed. And I'm gonna use it because that's
Right.
you all want us to be submissive in the bed. You want to get licked on, sucked on, you want all these things to happen, right? Well, in that same fashion, so does a woman. that woman wants you to submit to. She want to be caressed. She want to be licked on, sucked on, all of the above. You know, so that's my example.
Okay.
That's submitting, both parties acting in the act of submission.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
So you don't have to be attracted to a person and submit in that way? Because if I don't like a person, it's going to be hard for me to submit.
Well, it's going it's going to be damn near impossible. So you do have to make sure everything is aligned. Like you all should be on one accord. You just shouldn't. I don't feel like you should. But I'm married, so I'm not going to be submitting myself all over the place. But even if I wasn't, I don't feel like I'm going to be widespread. I feel like I have to be very selective with who I submit myself to.
So do you find yourself these days in time, meaning not to take nothing away from your marriage or not to take nothing away from your past relationships or your current relationships, do y'all feel like a lot of times y'all compromise who y'all submit to now because there's a guy shortage?
No, I don't.
So you that's the same man that you submit to or have submitted to in the past or submit to period, you would still submit to that person even if you had more options?
I have more options right now.
Okay.
I told you, women got
I
options.
have more options right
Okay.
now. A woman,
No, because we just touching on.
I know.
we still
But our last discussion, I was saying, like, women got more.
So you told me you have options, right?
Yeah.
But you just said a few minutes ago that it's not cool for a man to have
and I'm saying that. So
how do you have options?
the friends that I have,
Right.
I can talk to my husband in front of all of my friends.
But are they options?
FaceTime and everything.
I know, but you said options.
No, options meaning options.
you.
But hold on though, because I don't date or see or talk to anybody else. But I mean options, and I'm not a bad looking woman. I have things going on for me. I run a business. All of these things, so that leaves me open for options.
Oh, okay, thank you. See, now,
Okay.
no,
Desire.
absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
we said in life with desire.
So can you tell TV Land that you're married and you do, even though it's a modern day, you do submit to your husband?
Absolutely. And I want to say this too.
Right.
My husband wasn't always on the same wavelength with me
Okay.
as far as his status,
Right.
financially, and all the way around the board, right?
Right.
For me, I had to submit in a whole lot of ways, including the fact that I was already in a boss position and he wasn't. So my submission really had to come from a deep place, because I'm like, who is this gonna come over here and tell me, like, I'm stacked up.
I'm making more money
You
than
see
you.
what I pulled up?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All these
Yeah,
things. But I learned that you cannot be like that.
Right.
You can't be like that.
And where did
I
you
still-
learn that you couldn't be like that from?
First of all, the word of God.
Okay.
And the order of the house.
Okay.
First is God, then it's man, then it's woman, and then it's children.
Okay.
I can't be over top of him.
Okay.
Even though I might have been the breadwinner at one time. Even though I might be the boss. Right? I still can't. He's the head.
Okay.
He's the head.
Okay.
I'm the follower.
Okay.
I'm his helpmate.
Wow.
Wow.
Miss Tiger,
Wow.
have you ever been in a long-term relationship? If so, how long? And how many, not how many guys, how many submissive relationships, or if any, have you ever been in?
So, I have been in the same relationship since I'm 40 years old, since I was 22. I'm actually just getting out of it about maybe 3 or 4 months in.
How long have you been in that relationship?
16 and a half years.
More than a decade.
Yeah, yes.
Have you been submissive the whole time?
I'm going to be honest with you. I have not. But I think it's because of the person I've chose, it's a lot. It's a lot. I think the person I chose and the things I've just dealt with in the 16-year period of time, I want to be, but I think that the person needs to be in a place where I can submit. I don't think that he's, in my personal opinion, in a good place to lead. So in the beginning I did. I tried to do everything. Listen, share the finances, cooking, cleaning, like I was explaining to you. It was to the point like when my significant other came home, only thing he had to do was press the microwave for the food, drink a beer, washcloth, towel, lay right there, washes up, come do what he had to do his thing, and that was it. Kids put in the bed, house spick and span, and I worked. a 9 to 5 and cared for 3 children.
So was he? So
Mhm.
was he ever? So he was a leader at first, and when he stopped being a leader.
So that's the problem. I don't think that he was a leader at first. I
Okay.
think I was just trying to show who I was as a woman, to let him know that I can be submissive. Like, look who you have. You know
So
what I
would you?
mean?
Would you at any point? Would you trying to be? At any point?
Sit up on that.
Yeah, I mean,
At any
so it
point,
was
you
like,
trying to be his mother.
Do you feel like you took the lead because you felt like he couldn't lead?
yes, after a while, yes. Because once I did everything I was supposed to do,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, cook, clean, wash the clothes, like when I tell you,
Right.
he had to do absolutely nothing, and I still got cheated on, cussed out, you know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, then I'm like, man, maybe it's something wrong with me.
It's never.
I know, but I'm just telling you,
But
this is what,
it'll make you so
yes,
upset.
I'm sure.
and this
I'm
is
sure.
what this is what happened.
You have to be thinking that way.
Yeah, that's what I was. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm doing everything right. Kids is good, house is clean. You know, he did at one point in time brought home the check, make sure I paid the finances, everything in place. You know what I mean? And I was like, found out when he was cheating. I was like, maybe it's something wrong with me. But now later on, I realized, like you said, that it wasn't. And I was just trying to prove myself as a woman. Like, here I am. Look, I can do X, Y, and Z. But I don't think his mind frame. But it took me a long time to realize, like,
Right.
man, this dude is not even in a position to even lead. Like you just submitted, you did everything. He's not even in a position
So
to lead.
so now that,
Mhm.
how does that affect you dealing with any other man? Say me, say Swa, say role model Rick. Would you submit to us? And if so, why and why not? From being around us.
So like me and her had the conversation. By me just getting out of a relationship, 16 years, I told her myself, I wouldn't even dare try to even talk to another man.
No, not talk. I mean,
No, so
like if
I'm-
you come
I'm-
in contact with us, would you find it hard to submit to us? Any man that you come in contact with, not even in a romantic sense, just in a relationship sense of dealing. If me and you was co-workers.
Oh no, yeah, no, I don't have no problem. No, because that's how I am.
Okay.
I'm a very respectful individual. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just how I rock. Like I was telling her, like I came from a household, old school. Now I'm only 40. I had, like I was explaining, I had two older parents. My dad was born 1926. Chesterfield, South Carolina, a country boy.
Right.
3rd grade education, and literally, when you talking about get it out the mud, couldn't even read or write. You know what I'm saying? When we was coming up as kids, we had to read his letters too. Now, I'm the last daughter of a second marriage, 3rd family, but second marriage. You get what I'm saying? My mom was 17 years younger than my dad. When I tell you my mother didn't pay a bill, only bill until his eyes closed in 2017, she paid was the phone bill. My father took care of everything. I'm talking about, I watched him sit at the desk, write every check. As a kid, take these to the mailbox. At the first of the month, a man. And that's why, and my mother cooked, cleaned, everything. She didn't have to work, but she wanted to work.
So you come from a traditional
Very traditional.
mother
Yes.
that submitted to a man, so that's
Oh,
where
yes.
you get your values from.
Yes.
What about you?
Your wheels turning over there. What you got?
Because you learned that, you absorbed this.
Yes,
This is,
right. Yes,
when we are
it's a
kids, we learn unconsciously whether we want to or not, right? So this is what you took in. Why weren't you looking for that?
And this is the thing, I think, now, what I will explain now, I got 3 children. 3 different fathers. Got pregnant when I was 18, when I gave birth to my daughter. 6 months later, I got pregnant. Come to find out, they felt, non-compatible. So when I met my son father,
Did you submit to any of them?
I tried, but I just had a lot of bad
So
experiences.
you did
So let me
try.
tell you this, when I was 18, I met my son father, connected, everything, tried to do everything. Come to find out he had a whole wife. And he was married. Lied. Only thing that was truthful about him was his name. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, dude, you gotta be kidding me, trying to make me get abortion. Boom, boom. I'm like, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So then again, 6 months later, well, I had my daughter. So we he lied, disappeared, couldn't find him, nothing. It was so bad that thank God I had my sister that was a dispatcher for the police. I gave her my name. And she found him.
Found him.
Man, listen.
That woman, different type of
Yeah. So I'm just.
So basically, even you sharing your history and what you've been through. So is it still hope for us these days in time? Because like I say, we're still here in terms of first-hand experience that wasn't peaches and cream.
Right.
So
no,
I have to use an example.
Yeah.
Because TV Land, they'll get they'll get giddy and start throwing that shoe at the TV.
Right.
So, do you think that she should be, all what she just said, when I'm going around, do you think that she still should be submissive to a guy such as yourself?
Wow, man.
Hearing what she just said, though. If y'all was to be around each other, and she would tell you that story, would you still force that women should still submit upon her, not force her physically, but like would you still emphasize that, or would you side with her and try to put a band-aid on everything she just said?
Wow.
Look.
That's deep.
Yeah, it is deep.
Yeah.
That's
You
deep,
push,
man.
he push forward. That's a typical guy. But what would you do?
But I mean, but see, this is the thing. Like,
Because we was arguing. Not man, we wasn't arguing. We barbershop talk.
Right.
So when these sisters not in here,
I'm gonna give an answer.
when these sisters not in here,
Right.
you're thorough
Right.
at what your wife.
No.
Tell them how long you've been married, and tell
Was
them
married.
was married.
Was married, right. So let me answer that question. So I feel that well. You know why? Because I was married for over 10 years. Now I'm divorced. My ex, I'm pretty sure she had someone. You know what I'm saying? She had 2 kids by me, and I did a lot of fucked up shit in my marriage. And I'm pretty sure she's all fucked up in the head. You understand that? So I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would.
So did your wife submit to you?
Absolutely, she did. After I cheated like a couple times. Yeah.
So your next wife, do you feel as though she had to submit to you?
He's saying yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A sister such as Rachel,
Right.
would you still push that narrative, or would you try to nurse a band-aid first before you even put her in that situation again? It still stands. We got to fight an uphill battle, because you got to understand, this podcast is coming from Baltimore.
Right.
So if we was in New York and LA, we can hit and miss with shit.
Right.
But being as though we from Baltimore, we have to touch on it.
Can I just?
Right.
So this is my quote in life,
Right.
and I don't know if this is like sounding old
Right.
or something, but I always say in life we're forever growing, forever learning, and forever changing.
Absolutely.
Nothing stays who you were 10 years ago is not who you are now.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Definitely if you're seeking knowledge and you're trying to
Absolutely.
evolve and advance yourself.
Absolutely.
So who he was 10 years ago may not who you are now.
Absolutely.
You learn from your mistakes. Like I was
Right.
just saying about my own
Right.
situation, I was just discussing with her. Now, I feel like my significant other, I'm not going to say 2 or 3 hours.
Do you want to get your lick back?
What, with my person?
You ain't got to get it back with him. Do you want to get your lick back? Well, any of us on this show. It's 3 of us you can beat up on right now. I'm giving you a...
No,
but what I'm
because
saying-
I have some things that I want to elaborate on about submission, because so I'm a jump off. So in my notes,
Okay.
now with submission, they're not even in the music every day. They're not even teaching women to submit.
Facts.
No.
We're teaching women to be boss bitches.
Facts.
We are independent. We don't even need no man.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Actually, at this point, they're teaching them to fuck one of each other.
Yes.
We don't need you, and you sit over there and watch.
Right.
We got this.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So the narrative have even changed. You know what I'm saying? In the last 20 or 30 years.
Okay.
Right. So they're teaching everybody to be independent. And people, we have even gotten out of the natural order. The natural order is for the man to even be the head of the household. So I had a friend of mine I was talking to, and he made so much sense. He was like, sis, he said, listen. He said, look at the movie Lion King. Before Scar could even take over the kingdom, he had to get rid of Mufasa.
Right.
You said that, which was the dominant one
Exactly, right.
in the kingdom. He couldn't even
Right.
try to step.
Right,
He
right,
had
right,
to kill him first.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So what I mean is the natural, even the lions know how to submit. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
The lioness know who the head. The same thing in the wolf pack. They know the man is the alpha.
Right.
So women are not even being taught to even, and I'm not even trying to jump sides, but I'm just telling the truth. But at the same time, in the last 30 or 40 or 50 years, the women have asked to even be independent.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
We want to be independent. We can do the same thing a man can do.
So
I can work. You get what I'm saying?
The bounce off her, she not attacking you basically, but remember when she was hitting on?
Nah, I'm about to
So
jump
it's
in.
to you, bro.
Yeah, so to both of their defense.
Okay.
So I understand, like, so she's saying exactly what I feel like you came up from an example of like,
Yeah.
you know, you said your father, the male figure, then he took care of all the bills, all the responsibilities. Mommy had to take care of nothing until 2017. He was sick and all of that. And then
Provided, protected,
protected,
the household,
which is what
and deal with a man.
that's what we're supposed to do.
Yes.
What's going on, world? It's Three Sides to a Story, the podcast. You got my man Short Shoe Life. You got my man Role Model Rick, aka Ricky Thorne, aka the best barber on the East Coast. You know what I mean? And you got your boy Bugatti Boy Swag. Just real quick, I need y'all to tune in, like, and subscribe, please. I can't tell y'all how important that is for the algorithm and everything that we're trying to do right now on the social media with the platforms and the YouTube. So please, you can hit me up on Instagram at Bugatti Boy Swag, Instagram Gonzalez.
Yep, hit me up Higgiton Gonzalez. Yep.
You know, and like I said, everything is on social media right now. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, please, 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 please. And tune in and follow us on Instagram at 3 Sides to a Story Podcast. That's 3 Sides to a Story Podcast. Hit our Instagrams up, all of that. We're gonna be having merchandise for y'all. All of our guests, y'all can come on, email us or DM us. We'll take it from there, bring you on. If you got something that you want to advertise or you know you want to promote out to a larger market, you can always hit us through that. The whole nine, man. Hit us through social media. 3 Sides to a Story, the podcast. Y'all know what the fuck going on.
So, episode 3, part 2. We got our lady guest here. Second topic is, you know, can your relationship return back to normal after your spouse have expressed infidelity, someone has cheated? So we want to dive in with our female guests and see their perspective on it. I know us as men, what our perspective is on it. 9 times out of 10, if you done cheated on us, you out the door.
Yeah, because you all cannot take what you did.
You can't. So I want to hear y'all females.
You know what I mean? So we was discussing that your female friend.
Right.
Do you think first of all, do you think a relationship can go back to normal after a person has cheated?
Depends who cheated.
Or
What you mean?
What's the, yeah, let's.
If a guy cheated, it depends on him. I've cheated before, right? So it depended on me. So we went back to normal because I stopped cheating at least for like a year and a half.
So what if the woman stops? So what if the woman cheat? Can it go back to normal in your opinion?
No, I'm not having it because like she cheated, it's done, it's a wrap.
Okay.
And
What's
see,
the difference?
why is that?
So
What's the difference? Oh, I'm gonna tell you what the difference is. Okay. When we cheat, there's no emotion there. We just fucking. You understand that? When a woman gives the pussy out there, and I do, there's something there. Do you know what I'm saying? So we don't look at it the same. I don't know. It's weird.
Okay.
nah, so exactly.
It's really we look at it like there's a flower. It's my flower. You know what I'm saying? So damn, another man. You know what I'm saying? Been all up in my.
But what about all the other flowers y'all was hitting though?
So look, all right. So look,
What do you
I'm gonna
call
say
those?
this. World,
All the
us
other
men,
flowers you was digging
we
into.
not as strong. To be fair, we not as strong as the women. Like, you know, we'll put y'all through a bunch of shit that we'll never be able to accept or ever take. I give y'all that.
Facts.
I give y'all that. But when it comes to us, it's more, you know, y'all y'all built on emotion, we're built more on logic. And when a woman cheats on a man, 9 times out of 10 it's because the man is lacking something. My man is not emotionally available, and Jeff from work is giving me all emotions and everything that I need. He's tending to my emotions. You know what I mean? My husband's not a good listener, but you know what I mean. Tom from work listens, and he, you know what I mean. He gives back good feedback and all of that, and I'm getting that from him that I'm not getting from my man. And then y'all will go out there and cheat because of the lack of what your man, wherever your man is lacking, y'all might be able to get in another man, and that makes it more dangerous. Versus us, it's just about options. It's just about like Tammy got a fat ass and a cute face. I just might want to knock Tammy down real fast. That's it. So I'm not about to fuck my household up behind Tammy having a fat ass and a cute face. Y'all are emotionally tied to this guy that y'all cheating on because he's strong in some way that your man is probably lacking.
Right.
The same thing can be for
Is
a
that
male,
right?
but it
Is
can
that
be
right?
it can be vice versa. It can be either way.
Is it right though?
But it's right, but it can be either way for a male or a female, because you might talk to another female about something you can't talk to your girl about.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Your girl might not drink. You might drink. You might pick up homegirl because she drank in the drinking hole with you, and your girl won't.
Yeah.
So it's the same.
But it's not as emotional with us. It's like we don't really care that much. It's honestly, as shallow as it is and as crazy as it sounds, it's just about options. It's just about options. It's not really about
So now what happened if Tammy with the cute face and the big butt, you conversate, you hit her, and now she really like you, and keep hitting your phone up, I'm gonna tell your girl, blah, blah, blah.
Nah, well now we gotta put that on hold. Like, you know what I mean?
So Tammy had to end up in the river?
Yeah, Tammy gonna end up in the river. You know what I mean? Like,
So what I'm saying
Tammy
is,
gonna end up on block. That's the river.
so you would risk it all just for a cute face and a big ass?
Me personally, where I'm at right now, no. But I have in the past, and yes, it's because Tammy has the cute face and the fat ass. It's nothing more than that. It's just an option. That's it. As shallow as it is and all that, it's just an option. That's it. And I think it's more dangerous for a woman to be emotionally tied to this nigga. Like, damn, you like Rick because this nigga speaks Spanish to you and play the fucking guitar. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak Spanish to you and play the guitar. So now you really like emotionally like, oh, I just love Rick. He speaks that Spanish to me and plays the guitar. My nigga barely speak English right. Like,
and see, that's the thing. This is
I feel
why
like I'm gonna lose you.
This is why I hit and miss with y'all.
That's gonna hold
y'all
more
have
weight.
cultured me for over 12 years.
Right.
You, Ricardo is the best barber in the East Coast.
Facts.
He's not no here, and that question that Rachel asked from Salt Lake City was really for both of y'all, but being as though he wasn't here, it just stuck on you. Because she said what nationality was both of y'all. So I keep telling y'all, when we in here by ourselves and there no females around, not trying to sound different and put y'all in a category like females, but y'all exotic to most of our women. Just like y'all women is somewhat exotic to us.
Right.
Not to me, because I love all women and I don't look at no one different than the other. But y'all is exotic creatures in here. When the average black female come in here, they don't really see guys with real straight hair and without putting chemicals and all of that. Y'all ain't got to change y'all eyes blue and do certain shit. Y'all exotic. Y'all rare species. And even though you from Baltimore, they not. But
just
by you being from Dominican Republic, y'all is a rare species. So a woman gonna feel compelled. If she got me at home, she used to seeing a black motherfucker or a light-skinned motherfucker, but y'all really, your skin is different. You and him the same complexion, but y'all skin is still different, but they can tell the difference. They know so my woman would do it. I'm going to tell you, that y'all coming here, the reason why y'all can do what y'all do is because they just want that experience.
I mean,
you see what I'm saying? It's not so much
something they never had before.
It's something they never had before. Just like
I understand.
It's similar to a female saying, "I don't care what kind of car a nigga got." To a nigga really pull up in a car.
Right.
You gotta ask.
So let me ask the women why we got y'all. So, all right. So we agreed that most women cheat emotionally, right? It's more of an emotional thing, right? So
some.
Alright, that's what I was about to get at. So do you see like? So do y'all view like the same way we do. Like I said, Tammy, damn, she kind of cute. She got a fat ass. I might want to see what that's sitting on. Do y'all look at niggas like, damn, you know, this Dominican nigga, you know what I mean? That might be a change of pace. Let me see what's that hitting on.
Some
like,
women might
y'all do that too?
Some women may do.
Okay.
She gonna say something.
Well, you know what? You are right.
That's her.
You are right.
Okay.
You are right on the cheating emotionally. Now, at one point in time, my significant other was incarcerated.
Mhm.
But I did, like, I was talking to a gentleman, explained to him everything. Like, this what I got going on.
Right.
But I just wanted some
He know how to
relief.
play his part though.
Right.
There you go.
Niggas know how to play his part.
Exactly.
And
Right. So, and that's what happened.
You could
So-
go ahead and answer that phone, babe.
Right. No, you're right. No,
I'm
you're
telling
right.
you.
So listen.
I'm telling you. Go ahead and answer that phone.
Listen, right, you're right. But I did it because carrying my household by myself. Actually, it was a little while, just like after my dad died, my mother had moved in, so I was really carrying like a heavy load.
Mhm.
It wasn't, and I explained, I ain't want nothing from you. I just needed that release. And like you said,
Mhm.
oh, okay, you call me whenever you ready, boom, boom. Wham, man, thank you, man. Over and done with. He knew once my people got out, that was it.
Congrats.
And gave me what I need respectfully,
Exactly.
never disrespectfully.
Exactly.
At the same time. So, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So basically, he was at
But-
the right place at the right time. It's nothing he did out of himself. He just came at the right place at the right time.
Yes.
So,
yes.
so let me ask you a question. No?
Yeah.
So why, in my whole 40-something years of me, why I can't ever bump into females that's scarlet and just get it easy? Why I gotta go through all the ball,
Oh my God.
But, right. I
So
don't,
did your relationship go back to normal? Is what the topic is? Once you or was it not the same after you did that, or after that incident occurred?
And he found out.
he did.
Okay.
But did it go back to normal?
No.
It's-
He actually looked through some, so it's a lot. So my situation
You
is kind
came
of
receipts?
I did, but listen,
Yeah.
the receipts, he felt like a year and a half later, just while I was asleep, scrolling through my phone. They woke me up, was like, yo, what the is this? You know what I'm saying? And that's how, and I just set up, I apologized, I said, this is what I did, it won't happen again. I explained why I did it. And I said,
Which is why did you go?
frustration.
Frustration.
loneliness.
Emotional, right?
Yeah, that's why I said, but this was a different type of emotion.
Yeah, fact.
Because he wasn't,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying,
Exactly.
physically there. It wasn't even
More of
like,
a loneliness, right?
yes, mine came
So
out of
it was-
loneliness.
Here's a question.
Yes.
Was it rum pack?
Yeah, oh, you talking about afterwards?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah, like, was it thrown in my face?
No. Was like was it repeatedly? You
Did
guys
you do it
have
again?
sex on a frequently?
You continue
What?
to cheat?
No. Once he came, no, that was it.
Okay.
It was just-
while he was.
Yes, I made sure that because I had enough, like, you wasn't gonna be nowhere near me when that went down. You know what I'm saying? But it was that, and it was out of kind of like, you know what I'm saying, frustration of me just being alone, crying and everything. Like,
Understand.
but in my situation, I was working 2 jobs, 3 children. My father recently died. My mother moved with me because she didn't even want to go
So
back to the
what was the new nigga providing that the other nigga wasn't?
He wasn't providing
Some
anything but some dick.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
That's why I said.
Some stick.
Stick.
Yeah.
In my
It was-
old-
I just
Have you
needed
ever
that
ran into that
release.
situation before?
Nah, with me, women always want to like
why-
make me the boy.
Did you ever think about pleasing yourself?
Do that work?
Why did
Yeah.
they have to go to a dude?
I think too for the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like I just said, like you just said, back to the
But then
emotions.
it messed your relationship up. I mean, it didn't go back to normal, is what I'm saying. The normal that it once was. Your normal, not everybody else's normal, not your TV land normal. Your normal that you first met him, did it go back to that after
I
you
don't-
did
I
that?
don't think so.
You don't. So is it possible? Can it go back? That's what they want to know. So do you recommend a woman to do what you did, or recommend a female to do what you did? Not the action itself, but thinking that it can go back to normal. Because you ain't. If you knew that it had the effect that it had, would you have it done?
Ooh, that's deep.
Like me, if I wouldn't have never did what I did, I wouldn't have never went to prison for 10 years. But I
Right,
don't regret
right,
it.
right.
But when I think back, but I still don't regret it.
I don't think it ever goes back to normal because
Yeah,
The trust is
the
broken.
Trust is broken.
the trust is different. It's like we've been together rocking for 2-3 years, and I've been trusting you. I've been, you know what I mean? Everything has been cool, and you like, yo, look, I'm having a girls' night. We about to just go out for some drinks out DC or whatever. All right, cool. Prior to the cheating, all right, cool. Enjoy. My girl tell you, I'm probably the easiest nigga to cheat on. All right, I love you. Be safe. Holla at me when you're on your way home. That's it. Like, I ain't about to be calling. I ain't in your ass. You feel what I'm saying? But once that happens, now I'm probably calling 2-3 times. Bitch, you still.
Right, yeah, okay. I get what you're saying.
You still with Monica and them?
Right.
Oh, alright. Let me FaceTime you real fast. Let me see your face. Let me see the background real quick.
Okay.
Oh, alright, she's still with Monica and them.
I got
I mean, so I feel like it probably won't. I don't think it can go back. That innocence is gone.
So.
They can take a
So
lot of
tell a female, don't do it.
It takes, so, yeah, don't do it, but, so, I hear what you're saying now. Again, because, like, in my relationship, it was by the infidelity, but we fought through it. Now, with my significant other, okay, so I'm going to tell you, maybe in the 4th year of our relationship, some infidelity came. Went through a phone and I found some stuff. But it made me not even want to look through there again. Like after that, I said, you ain't never got to worry about me picking. Yeah, because of what I felt. I don't want to feel it.
Right.
Like I like to be loved, happy. I want to be on cloud nine.
Right.
So you don't want to know.
Oh, never ask for a password. You can talk. You can fuck
So
your
do
phone.
people
That's how but that was just
really go through people's phone?
Yes. Motherfucking right.
yeah.
It's so real.
Yeah. That way your significant other is moving different.
Y'all remember when they had the thumb? Y'all remember when they had the thumb? One of my friends went into her bed for sleep and had his thumb up there.
Oh, yeah.
Lady L, can you ever, have you ever been cheated on before?
Yes.
And then was it, so did the relationship go back to normal? Now, can I ask you something before I ask you? Was you cheated on before you were successful or when you was on the come up?
I would say I was on the come up.
Okay. And do it makes it harder for someone such as yourself to get cheated on and feel even worse because you are light skinned? Because you know y'all.
No, because Halle Berry got cheated on.
No, but
A lot of women get
She's
cheated on.
supposedly, you know what I'm saying?
No.
She's supposedly. So I don't think that's a, you know.
But no.
I think anybody can be cheated on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fact.
but in Baltimore terms, let's take it back to the Walbrook days, the Lake Clifton days, the Southwestern days, when y'all was the rare species. Y'all was the exotic people. High yellow, light-skinned women in Baltimore, you had to have money, or you had to have status, or you had to be able to fight to get a high yellow, light-skinned woman. Y'all was always the women who can take anybody, man, and y'all was the victors, the ones that, fuck, you could come up to my wife while she was with me if we was in the market back in the 80s and the 90s, being high yellow, and my wife will understand why I want to fuck you because y'all was red in the hood. So once you came up and people started saying shit for what it was, when y'all get cheated on, because y'all always was the ones who can break up a happy home. Jasmine Guy, you, all y'all used to run together. How did you feel as a light-skinned woman getting cheated on? That's my question, not just as a woman, because you a light-skinned woman.
I don't think I felt any special kind of way because I feel like anybody could be cheated on. I ain't feel special just because I was light skinned, high yellow, whatever, all this stuff. I was cheated on at the end of the day, and that's that. But I will say this: I don't think
the female darker. Did you find out?
the female what? I'm gonna tell you. I'll give you all the story. I'll give you all the story because it wasn't my husband; it was my son's father. So I'll give you all the story. We had some little tumultuous times in our relationship where it got to the physical. I wasn't having it. I shot at him. He left. So, you remember that, right? So, yeah, I'm not.
Oh, she light skinned, but she can fight.
Right.
So let's not get it fucked
And
up.
she could shoot. She said she shot at him.
I ain't
My
with
bad.
this. So he left. All right. We conversed and we decided that it was best for us to part out, go our separate ways. I stayed at the house that we had. He went and got an apartment. When we split, or when we took this time apart, his You know, he was saying that I'm going to take this time to get myself together. I'm going to take this time for my family, because by this time we had cultivated a family together.
Right.
And he had asked me to be his wife on top of all of these things, right? But he was running around, right? So when he left and he got our apartment and I stayed in the house, our intuitions never lie. Like when a woman's intuition never lies. One night I couldn't sleep. Typically, if I wake at 4 o'clock, I'll pray, because that's my prayer hour. But this particular night, it was something just stirring in me, you know? And I was like, nah. Like I wrapped the babies up, threw them in the back. They did sleep. They don't know what's going on. It's 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I wrapped them up, and I shot across town to his apartment. Now, like you said, we all, expect the gadgets when we need to be. So I knew I couldn't go in there a certain way. Needed a key card to get in the front door, a key to get in the next door. Like, I had to be real crafty.
Right.
So he was on the first floor, sis. Right.
Easy access.
And the window, I noticed the window was
You ain't gotta say
cracked.
nothing. Look.
The window was cracked, y'all. Like they had a good night. A good night, right? Like they needed air, they had a good night. So I said, okay. Let me think this through. My kids in the car, hold on, I can't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So I think it through. So from somewhere I got power and strength that I all of a sudden bust through the screen window and took the record, they had a little crack, took the rest of the window and slid it over. Before I knew anything, I was in their bedroom. He jumps up naked, everything swinging, right? Calling my name. Ain't no need to call my name. The girl gets up, she don't know what's going on. I'm waking them up out there asleep. She go in the bathroom, boom, lock herself in the bathroom, right? He like, what are you doing here? I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm gonna show you what I'm doing here, right? So I start going through this stuff looking for his gun, right?
Oh, man.
Right. So yeah, it was a mess. So he was like, just please leave. He begging me at this point, please leave. After this, nothing was the same.
Okay.
Nothing was the same. I didn't want to. Now, be mindful. I had to see him naked and a girl naked, right, in the bed.
Okay.
And you're working on our family.
Okay.
So for me, it's nothing after that.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I don't know whether I should ask this or not, but
Go
I'm
ahead,
asking
ask
because
it.
I'm lusting for the girl naked. Because her body got to be
Right.
Don't have that.
Now at the time.
She fried.
Right.
Now at the time, now I was peeping out. I was very loud. You want to know who we in there with? She was stacked.
She was that.
I'm taller. She was shorter than me. She was a brown skin girl.
Okay.
She was a brown skin girl.
Right.
I saw she was shapely,
Right.
but at the time, so was I.
Right.
I had long hair at the time. I never was big on a whole bunch of nonsense. Like I always kept it real clean cut, you know. But for whatever reason, his interest went that way, and you can't help where a dude interest is gonna go. You really can't.
Okay.
But after that, nothing was the same.
Okay.
It was nothing that you could tell me after that. And let me tell you how good of you. I mean, you don't want to call yourself how good of a woman, but I'm gonna tell you an incident that happened after this. So after the whole, I caught him in the bed with the girl thing. He gets in an altercation where the police beat him senseless over at this club over here on some club. They was at a club.
Don't say the club because we don't want nobody to go to the club.
They was at a club here, and it was an altercation, and the police was breaking up the altercation. In the midst of it, they just started beating people with batons. You know how the police get here, right? They get rowdy. So he wound up not even being a part of the fight, but being beat down in a pool of his own blood. When he wake up, he in a pool of his blood. They beat him unconscious. Be mindful. They beat him unconscious. So I get a phone call in the middle of the night. You know, he's at the hospital. He's only asking for you. Well, here's a question. Why wasn't you asking for the chick that you was just in the thing with at the okay? So he's asking for you. All he's asking is for you. So let me tell you what I did as a woman. As a woman of God. Hold on.
Okay.
Because you gotta be to do this.
Yes, ma'am.
I went back and nursed this man. I went back and moved in the apartment.
Okay.
I never gave up my house.
But it just never was the same.
It wasn't never gonna be the same. I moved in his apartment and nursed him back to health, only for him to do what? The same thing.
So is it so is it safe to say, Miss Tiger and Lady L, for me, when I do get in a relationship and get married, don't cheat on my wife?
You should.
You should.
No,
Do you want to be
no,
cheated
You
on?
made vows before God.
Because it's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing what I've been doing for
But
so
this-
long, and I don't. So that's why I'm asking.
But even though if you know you don't think you could change, don't even do it.
I can change.
But you made vows before God.
Okay.
Sickness and health.
So do y'all women cheat as much as niggas do?
Do y'all have
Let's keep it a stat.
Do y'all have a desire to
Let's
cheat
keep
on
it a
yourself?
stat.
No,
man.
we do not have a desire to cheat.
Okay.
So
That's-
let's hear
so
about it. Y'all cheat as much as
I
niggas
think
do.
we slicker than y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all definitely
No,
slicker.
what?
Absolutely slicker.
Yeah, slicker,
But
but no, not-
so
not
y'all
the
cheat as
same.
much?
Select how, please.
I think we slicker y'all because
Yeah.
see,
And we don't ask the questions that they got.
you all have
Right.
telltales. Men have telltales.
Y'all move different.
Exactly.
And women pay attention to details.
We pay
Y'all
attention
do.
to details.
Very
Yes.
Y'all do.
Meticulous.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's
Yeah,
very,
very good with detail.
And I do hair, so I especially pay attention
Oh,
to
and
the
you so
details.
y'all basically y'all counselors.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So can a relationship, if a woman cheat on you, do you think it will go back to normal, or can
Not for me.
you?
Nah, fuck no. But I wanna hit. We know y'all slicker.
Yeah, definitely.
Y'all slicker. One, we don't inquire the same amount as y'all do. Like as far as we, if you say you going out with the girls, all right, you going out with the girls. I let you be safe. That's it. 9 times out of 10, most secure men. But y'all are gonna. So what friends you going to? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you just
We
said
asked-
Rick. You just
yeah,
said Rick's
yeah,
birthday was
questions.
last week.
Yeah.
Now
We remember
it's his
everything.
birthday
We
again this
remember
week.
everything.
Y'all
Right.
remember everything.
Everything.
Right. So y'all slicker, but do y'all cheat as much? Does the same
don't think so.
temptation run as much for y'all as it
No.
do for men?
Well, I
And
know
do y'all
not
act
for me.
on it?
No.
I think when you content in your relationship, you can see different men, and I've even given different men compliments like, oh, he look nice, oh, his hair, oh wow, that's like, and I pay attention to hair because again, you hair, so oh, his hair look nice or whatever like that. I'm able to give a compliment and still stay, like, don't cross the line. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to see a nice looking guy or something and still not cross that line. Oh, he's a nice looking
But does
guy.
it still
but
cross your head like that? That's somebody I would fuck him.
it don't.
It don't.
It not for me.
But for me, yeah.
Nah.
What about for you?
It
You can
do.
look, yeah.
So take
He's
us.
like that. I get him some pussy.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do it though.
I know, but
I
I'm
wouldn't.
saying the
Wait,
question
you're
is
thinking about it.
Yeah, I would,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I don't see now. That's what we kind of cross. We used to talk about the cheating. I don't think it's nothing wrong because it's like almost 8 billion people. You can't tell me you just can't be attracted to one person.
Exactly.
It's eight.
Absolutely.
So you know what I mean? But
Fact.
yeah,
No, because my girl would tell me, oh, babe,
Make it seem like you the only nigga that walking,
she
right?
got a fat ass, and I'm like, oh, damn.
Right.
Oh yeah, she do got a fat ass.
Because
And then you mentioned it.
because
But she said it.
she's making it okay for you to look.
Right.
So she's initiating she's making it okay. So she don't want you to
Something
sleep.
wrong's not
Yeah.
Right.
You don't never compliment a female when your wife around. You one of them ones, if I came over your house, you'd be like, shh, don't talk about that because my wife here. And I'd be like, I'm talking about me when I'm...
No. See, I'm not one of those guys. I'm just very respectful to my lady.
See, but that
so I ain't
ain't...
gonna be looking at another girl's ass when my girl's right there like,
See?
damn. You know
Why
what I'm saying?
not? But she wants you to be real. That's why she pointed it out.
Yeah, but she made, like, she gave it like, okay.
Right.
To you. Have a black woman ever submitted to you?
It depends what you call black woman. Yeah,
Ask-
I mean, a black woman from Dominican Republic? Yeah.
Ask him.
Hold on.
Ask him.
I'm gonna answer. I got you. Because
Ask him, have you ever...
have you ever dealt with a black woman?
Absolutely, I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How-
Like, how long was y'all together? Did y'all raise a family?
No.
How long did it last?
So basically, you fucked the black woman.
No, you can't say that.
You never had a relationship with
her?
So,
Yeah, like a real
so,
relationship.
like a year and a half.
Did y'all intertwine families?
No, we didn't talk about
So
that.
basically, you just fucked the black woman.
No, but check this out. But
You
I
just-
I've dealt with all the type of race of women and never met the family. You see what I'm saying?
But that's how...
I'm saying, so you just
So that's
Yeah.
that's what. Cause the reason why that's sad because black women got the most strongest character
So let me
on
answer
the
that.
planet. Go ahead, big bro.
I have a question.
Excuse me, you can't even say that because you never dealt with any other type of woman but a black woman.
Who, me?
Yes.
Of course not. I have.
So you
I
can't
have-
say
I
that
have
black women
relationship-
are the strongest.
No, I said strongest temperament, meaning attitude wise.
You can't say that
A
either.
black African American woman.
You can't say that.
Who,
because
name whatever woman.
My mother. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say that.
I didn't say she
get
didn't
what I'm
have
saying?
strong characteristics.
So you
I'm saying, I'm talking about as a collective whole.
right.
Who's the most difficult woman on the planet? What's the most difficult species of woman on the planet to deal with, attitude-wise?
To me,
Yeah.
my mom.
Okay, your mom.
Spanish
I
women
was
are
raised
spicy.
by a strong
Yeah,
woman.
yeah, Spanish women are
a
spicy.
strong
Yeah,
single
yeah,
woman.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
So they might
So,
associate
I'll give you
more
that.
closely
But have
with
you-
us,
but-
identify closely with us than you might understand.
So coming from your mother,
Right.
what other woman that got the same characteristics as your mother
Right.
that you can say besides a black woman? White women, Chinese women, Mexican women. If you can kind of skim across the movies,
Right.
you can kind of skim across life. Period.
Yeah.
Who's the most single species on the planet? As far as race of women, which one is single?
To you, listen.
No. Statistics.
To me, the Dominican Republic.
Who's more easier going, black women or Dominican Republic women? Since you dealt with both, because you did the best of both worlds. Be
I
honest.
say equal.
Equal?
I say equal.
So why do you want me to go to the Dominican Republic? Name 3 reasons why you want me to go over there with you.
Beautiful island. I mean, beautiful women.
Alright, so why should I have to go there and get them and there's women here?
Look, get some culture.
I tell you why. Because they're easier going. They're easier going. Have you ever had, when the last time you had a conversation with a woman?
All the time. Today. Yesterday. The day before yesterday. All the time.
A black woman.
Yesterday. The day before yesterday. Yes.
So, on his nice rolling, he
Right.
give you 3 minutes to hold the conversation with Miss Titan.
Oh.
You start the conversation.
This dude right here.
I have a question.
Hold on.
Go
They got a question.
ahead.
They got a couple questions.
Go
I
And
have a question for
Go ahead.
And I want.
What was you spoke about being married, and
Right.
you spoke about being like horrible in your marriage, right?
I
I want to ask about your upbringing.
Mhm.
Was your father a part of your life?
No, he wasn't. No. But when he was a part of my life, it was a lot of physical education. My mom, one time, even stabbed my father. You know what I'm saying? We just
So do you feel like that had a bearing on?
absolutely. I mean, I absolutely did.
So what made you want to get married though? That's what I was.
Because I didn't grow up under, you know what I'm saying, my mom and my father. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted that. Like,
Yeah, okay.
I'm
What you
married.
didn't
yeah,
see.
What I didn't see, exactly. Yeah.
Before we leave here today, I want
Right.
I want you and my person to see if a black woman will submit to you.
But,
I want you to have
Sweat.
3 minutes. It is capable. 'Cause I'm challenging you. You challenging me to go to the Dominican Republic and deal with them.
I'm a player, so
I'm trying-
absolutely.
You-
She
you
will.
are?
Absolutely.
Alright,
Yes,
so
yes, I am.
you get 3
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
I want to see you hold a conversation with her for 3 minutes.
Before we leave, absolutely.
No. What I'm saying is, I say when the last time you had a conversation, we want women to submit to us.
Look, he ain't playing with it.
But I'm saying 3 minutes,
Right.
hold a conversation with her.
Hold on, I have a point.
All right.
Just like she said that 10 years ago, none of us was the same person we
No,
were 10
no,
years
no.
ago, right?
Yeah.
Right.
What did you learn from the experience? How did it change you any? Are you different today?
Absolutely, I'm different.
Do you have a son now?
I have two
You have two
sons
sons.
now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, one of them is 13, one of them is, is 4. And absolutely I've changed. I'm not even, honestly, I was just talking to Deb not so long ago, you know what I'm saying? I can't have sex without a meeting anymore. You know what I'm saying? Something gotta be there. You know what I'm saying?
So what was the pivotal point for you?
I don't know, man. I think I changed probably 3 years ago. Like when my marriage started going really bad. You know what I'm saying? And like I saw myself alone. Like first 2 years.
So
Without my
did she
kids.
stop submitting?
Who?
Your wife.
No, I left.
No, I'm saying at a point in time when you started getting discouraged, did she stop submitting to you?
She did.
Okay.
Actually, she
So
did.
so what does that entail? Did she stop sleeping with you? Cooking, cleaning, what?
All of the
Cooking,
above.
all the above.
All of the
Cooking, cleaning.
And see,
protect.
that's a misconception right there. Because let me tell you something. When you are mad with your mate,
Right.
or when your mate has this something, because she and I talked about it, and she talked about how after he committed all this infidelity, that it was tough for her to like sleep with him after that. And I get it, right?
Right.
But it sometimes doesn't work like that all the time.
No, it doesn't.
I mean that.
And you want to talk about submission, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
hold on a minute. So one more second. So I had left, but mind you, her mom was in my house. So you're talking about men submitting to women, right? Her sister was in my house.
Oh, yeah, no, that's too much.
So her other sister was in my house. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I understand.
Me and you talked about this before. So when you talk about a man submitted, men do submit a lot.
Yes.
You
But
dig
let
what
me
I'm
ask you this:
So we
if she was still sleeping with you and cooking for you and cleaning for you and everything was cool with the sister or the mother or the cousin or the whole basement
Right,
being
right.
filled, that wouldn't have mattered to you, would it?
So that
If you
means
was if you was getting everything you wanted out the situation,
Right.
would the people have bothered you so much?
Absolutely would.
It still would have bothered
I mean,
you.
it was, but not as much. You know what I'm saying? But not sex being there, not her cooking.
So
you know what I'm
everything
saying?
was a
It just-
contributing factor, right?
Absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Okay.
Of course.
Brother, close us out with the submission. And do you think that so far would you submit to any one of us just by being a co-worker, business partner, from what you heard from us today? Because a lot in TV land didn't hear because we got to wrap this up.
Right.
And you close us out with what you feel.
Yeah, first I'm gonna
But
answer.
do you think that you could submit to us, me being your co-worker as a male or business partner? Any one of us, and just in that aspect, not in merging them because you already
The respect that I have, yes.
Okay.
And the respect that I have for you all, yes.
Okay.
Right? You know, but it's different levels to submission too.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a question for Sway. Can I get that in real
Yeah,
fast? What is your relationships like these days?
I'm in a committed, monogamous, healthy,
That's
loving
good.
relationship.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah, brother.
Where did you pull that from?
What do you mean?
Something got you to this point. You just didn't wake up and
Yeah, facts. I mean, I've always been relationship privy, savvy. I feel like I flourish better in relationships because I like stability. I like routine.
Me too.
You know, so having that one person I come home to every day,
Yeah.
she and I are planning life together, allows me to be able to go out in the world and focus more on just my goals and obtaining what I need to bring back to us, just having stability. So that's something I love. I flourish on monogamy and relationship.
okay.
So
Let me ask you
So,
this.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, wait, you go.
So, if you and your significant other was like to break up or something was to happen, do you think you still be able to flourish and move forward?
yeah, because I came into the relationship self-efficient, and I think that's
Okay.
important.
Okay.
Two partners coming in self-efficient, so your life is your life, your friends and all of that. That's you.
Okay.
And a lot of times
Because I know some people can base their happiness off of another individual.
well, that's wrong. That's
No, yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
very
No,
wrong.
that's-
No, but yeah, but I'm
that's
just,
unhealthy.
That's
Yeah,
very
no,
unhealthy.
Right,
Very
so
unhealthy.
Lady L, my bad.
That's what I was just-
Your happiness have to come within yourself.
It's gotta come
And
out
you gotta
yourself.
be happy
I'm
with
just gotta
yourself
too.
first
I
in order to be
self-
happy with
self-love.
someone else.
Yes,
I-
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
As a current married woman that's still submitting to your man, is there still hope in the rest of the world want to know for modern day women?
I
And
think
if so, can you give them a 3-minute closure on the submission thing with modern females today? Because you're an example of a female that's still currently submitting.
Well, it's important to submit to one another. And it's very important in a relationship not to base your actions off of your emotions. We sometimes, all the times, wear our emotions right on our sleeves.
Yes, that's true.
And so we often act out of our emotions, and it's nothing good. Sin lies in the seat of your flesh, and that's in your emotions, right? So, you know, I still feel like a woman should submit to her mate in any circumstance, even when she's angry.
Okay.
When I'm angry,
Wow.
I'm not going to forehold a meal on the table. When I'm angry, the clothes are still going to be folded in the drawer, on the shelf, shoes lined up,
Sex?
everything. I'm still going to have sex
I
with
gotta
her,
ask.
and I may not want to, and I may even grab the pillow, but I'm still going to submit in that way. Why? Hold on though, because I don't want him
Right.
in his emotions to go outside
Oh my
and
God,
look
exactly.
for
Yeah,
what it
exactly.
is that I'm withholding from him.
knowledgeable
Thank
woman.
you.
Exactly.
So on one of the
Very
last
knowledgeable.
episodes, so all your females that got in the comment section said I shouldn't have said what I said, a lady came on here and y'all said I was just capping.
Right.
My short ball cracked on my little bald head and everything. Because I ain't know what I was talking about. And Lady L just said it.
Right.
So in closing, we love y'all.
Oh, she-
We'll see y'all. And
That's only for married people, am I
thanks.
correct?
Exactly.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Hold
That's
on,
it.
hold on, hold on.
Married or
Thanks.
unmarried?
Hold
Thanks,
on, hold on
Mr.
too.
Yeah.
Because
I think it's for committed relationships.
Okay.
though.
So-
I think it's for married and committed relationships, because one of the things that'll make you falter is when things aren't the same. These guys just said they love routine. When something changes,
Yes, I love
when
routine.
something changes,
Yes, right.
they shift.
Right. Right.
Facts, right? They shift. So
Right.
you
So
gotta.
does that still equal out for the female though? Like if the guy shifts?
what you mean?
So safe to say in
No,
closing,
go ahead.
because I don't wanna backtrack.
Okay.
Safe to say it coincide with please your man no matter how your feelings is and submit because you'll be by yourself. So end result, we love y'all. To the next time, TV World, Lady L, Miss Tiger, you will see us again. Peace and love, 3 sides to a story.
Peace and
My
love.
Muslim brother, Sway, we'll come back and we'll check the scenario. And we not capping. We have professional women on the show today, and you heard it first.